Hello everyone, this is Mott. This is the PentaCraft server, and this is episode 22. So right now I'm by a farm, and no I'm not. It's a farm that Corp's working on, and I'll get to that later, but I had a pretty good misfortune, pretty bad misfortune I guess. I was really high up here in the nether, and something bad happened. Like I was really high up, so I think it's pretty obvious if you look at my hotbar, what happened. So I'm just going to ignore that and hope that all my stuff is still where I left it, or it left itself rather. But yeah, so that farm is, yeah, I'll get to that later. That is a farm the Corp's working on. And I'm going to be working on a really OP farm in this episode as well. Kind of like the one he's working on. A little bit different. I mean, obviously it's a different farm, but as far as like the type of farm it is. But I'm in the nether, and this is where I'm going to be doing this episode. So, gold farm. Yeah, it's a gold farm time. So I've started getting some of the resources collected that I'm going to need. And, oh, get my stuff back. Have some of the resources up there already. Has to be on top of the nether, and there have been plenty of tutorials on how to break through the nether. Which unfortunately are going to be fixed in 1.8.2. So we're lucky we got through. Well, we did. Bubble Brain got through a while ago. I think he did it a couple times, so we had kind of a large room, except it's still just a one wide gap. So this is still the top of the nether, and the bedrock starts here. But yeah, there's just this one wide gap. I don't know how long it took him, probably about 30 or so minutes. And yep, there's all my stuff everywhere. My boots are going to be destroyed. All right, let's get all my stuff. Oh, they're not. They're fine. Okay, let's just doop doop. And I didn't have any other tools besides my pick, so this is everything. Sweet. All right, well, let's go back up here, because you have to be above Y240. This is Snow Crash's Gold Farm design, and a link to that will be in the description. I'm only level 7. I was like level 20-something before. But yeah, those chests right there are where all my stuff is. Not quite filled, and for the farm design, it's a bunch of rings with that are spawning platforms for pigmen. And I gotta look where I'm going so I don't like walk right off the back edge. Um, so circles with spawning platforms, and what I'm gonna do is an iron trim. Hello. An iron trim with stone slabs in the middle. I was originally going to do it all out of iron because, you know, JP, who just logged on, had built the Iron Titan, and we have tons of iron. Um, but I thought it'd be easier to do stone slabs, and it honestly looks pretty good. I did a little, like a little test module in a single player world, and it looked pretty good. It's going to be way up here where you can't even see anything remotely, just red. But this is where I was going to do my intro from, and it didn't go too well. So let's just try this again. I'm going to chuck an ender pearl just in. I hit the ladder. Hit the ladder. What? 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 Why were my... What? Why were my ender pearls not... Alright, oh, he's got no connection. That was really stupid. I'm just going to show this farm off right now. I don't know if this is the final thing, because this whole area was an ocean. Oh my god, that is... Wow! That's an ocean monument. Was an ocean monument, and that whole area is spawning platform, or spawning area for guardians. That's going to be a guardian farm. That's as much as I'm going to elaborate on that, because, I don't want to die anymore. Ah... Oh, man. uh, yeah! Um... Yeah. Guardian farm. Jeez. That's 3 deaths in the last, like, 3 minutes! I haven't died 3 times on the server. I'm up to, like, 5 deaths now, and I've only died twice ever. and both during the Ender Dragon fight. Ah, wow. All right, well, let's hope my stuff's there again. Jeez. Ah, I don't know how I could fail so bad. Build it so you survive with half a heart. Uh, yeah, I'm not even gonna. Oh, I will. It's to be above 240. But Ender pearls no work. No work. Duh. Well, let's go back up there now and see what else I can fail. Okay, lol. Oh man, that was bad. That's what that was. So, anyways, circular spawning platforms, and it's gonna collect all the gold when they drop down and die. It has to do with kind of a just the way pigment aggro in 1.8 changed and their pathing changed. So insanely OP gold farm now exists. Thank you, Snow Crash, for that. And now I'm down to 4 levels. But I was going to do the whole farm, which consists of a little XP elevator and stuff. But 1.8.2 is going to be coming out in the next like week or two-ish. The pre-release for 1.8.2 was pre-4. Yeah, 1.8.2 pre-4 came out. You know what? I'm not going to go back up there. And damage anyways. Came out, and that's going to fix the little XP bug where any pigmen that are aggroed at you will drop XP when they're killed, even if you didn't attack them. So there's not really point in making the XP thing if it's just going to break in a week anyways. And this farm will probably take me a week to make, so there's no real benefit to doing that. So yeah, plenty of stone to do this with because it's going to be stone slabs, and then a little bit of iron that I will be doing the trim in. And this farm is huge. Like, it is absolutely ginormous. So this is going to take me a long time to do. I'm not sure exactly how big I need to make the circle or the exact like dimensions of each little like corner of the circle. So I'm going to build that first layer of 3. Yeah, first of 3 off camera, and then I think I'll time lapse the other 2. And then I've got plenty other stuff to do, like decorating and enchanting stuff in storage. Storage, I think that'll be the easiest part. All I have to do is just build some hoppers into some chests and maybe a little sorting system to get rid of the swords. But yeah, so that's what this is looking at. I'm going to get to building that thing, and hopefully I die no longer. What a fail! I can't believe I did that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to get building this thing. This is going to take me a long time. I assume this episode will take a really long time to put out. But I've got to start building that now. And I will be back with you then because I need some half slabs. I need plenty of those. Yeah, this is going to be a huge farm. Half slabs, and this won't even probably be enough for the first layer. Oh my god, I'm so screwed as far as resources go. Alright, on my way! Alright, back in my base, and just came back to grab a few things, and Bobblebrain left me a little gift. Despite the name, we'll just ignore that. And we'll ignore that too. It's a cleric, which is amazing because that is like the best villager ever. I maxed this out though. I can get bottle enchanting, which is awesome, and glowstone, and Eye of Ender, and this clicking is probably really loud. Lapis, redstone. Lapis I'm more concerned about though than the redstone. I just did a whole bunch of caving in this area and picked up any materials that I found. Gold, which will be insanely just the best thing ever once this farm is done. And then rotten flesh, and I traded maybe 20 or so stacks of rotten flesh that I had sitting around. That was like everything I've gotten from my mob spawner, plus a whole bunch of stuff that was in the nether. What? Cheez-Its and M&M's are good. Yes. I said vanilla coffee and pretzels are really good together. I've got a little bit of each sitting by me. And of course Hankinville, you know. Those guys. So if I can find a zombie spawner around here, that would be an amazing farm, because then I would just have unlimited rotten flesh, which would mean unlimited emeralds, even though that was just like a butcher of words, and you probably didn't understand anything I just said. Um, so yeah, if I get that going, then yeah, unlimited emeralds, which would mean unlimited everything else that I can get from trading. And I could breed too, which would be fantastic. Oh, before I leave to go back and do stuff, I'm gonna have a perfect ender pearl. Yeah! Okay, did a little bit of work. This wall has been griefed, by the way. Enderman no likey. I added this little bridge right here. No, it's not a bridge. It's like a wall thingy. And I'm gonna have this just kind of sink down this minecart here and just go and go off in this direction. So continue digging out this tunnel here and putting in the floor for that. Most of this will be off camera when I'm actually doing the decorative part instead of just the tedious place long lines of same block. That'll be off camera. But yeah, the decoration part will be on. And so let's just chuck this over. Don't hit the fire. Oh my god, 2 in a row, perfect. Alright, let's head back to the nether. And then we'll check out the progress on the gold farm. Whoa, render, thank you. Okay, let's go up here. Yeah, these stairs have been changed, by the way. They used to be wood, now they're red sandstone, which looks so much better in the nether. It looks really cool with this red clay. Let's just head up here. I've done a lot of terraforming actually around here too. Fixing up a whole ton of holes. And I just kind of made this a little bit smoother. There was just like a giant like pit right there. I was like, hey, I don't want to fall on this thing. All right, let's head really long staircase. Very tall. Ender pearl. Ah, 1 step off. Okay, let's head back up there. And I actually installed a little bit of a safety feature after falling off of this thing more than once. So some slime blocks at the bottom now in case I fall. I just go boing, you know, boing. And then I gotta get some stuff. And I'll show you the progress I've made. Where the heck? I know I had other... Okay, here we go. I'm gonna need more hapsides as well. Get these in my hotbar just in case something happens. Because, you know, something probably will happen. And let's just go ding, ding, ding. Hey, there we go. And there we go. And let's head back up there. Okay, boing. Kind of. And now this is going to be a really long ladder up to the top here. And we'll see. Okay, let's just jump from here. Just if I'm falling, just boing. Don't hold shift. Boing, boing. Because, you know, you jump higher when you say boing. Alright, there we go. I don't know why that needed explaining. Hey, ladder! I don't know why that needed explaining. That was pretty obvious. Oh, Ender Pearl bad. Ender Pearl bad. No! Okay, well, it... Oh! Ah! Oh. Stupid thing. Alright, let's get back up to the top, though. And I was just about to cut. There was some weird noise, like the wind rattling my porch door. Wow, alright. I was just outside like 20 minutes ago, and it wasn't windy. That's weird. That's not even 20 minutes ago. There it is! Here's the ring. And this thing probably looks pretty dark because it is the nether. When I get up to the top, I will check my brightness and make sure that you can see everything. I might have had my render distance down while I was caving anyways. I figure if I don't need it that high, there's no point. But let's get it here. And there are no pigmen right now. Yeah, it's probably because I was just in the rest of the nether. It takes a little bit of AFKing to actually get stuff here. Let's just turn this up to 10 so you can see stuff. Brightness is all the way up. That's good. And we'll turn smooth lighting on. Just for effect. Alright. Oh, there's some pigmen. There you go. Oh, and there's some over there too. So this farm obviously does work, but since I'm right in the area, not too many are spawning. But this is a huge ring. This is not the exact size of the one that Snow Crash designed. I've changed it up just a little bit. This inside ring is the exact same size, but this outside, just to make making the circle a lot easier, this is the way I built it. Let's see, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks like 12 across. I think his was 10, and then these things, like these little like lines that get shorter to make it look like a circle, are a little bit different on his than on mine. But I just went with like 4 blocks, come back, go 3, 3, come 2, 2, 2, and then 3 1s, and then do the same thing over here. So 3 1s, 3 twos, 2 threes, and a 4. And then you get that perfect circle. And I really like the way this looks so far. Obviously, this isn't centered right now. Don't worry about that. It will be. Yeah, so this will be the AFK area, and I'll have, like, I gotta actually find a way to block these off. Like, I gotta put, like, glass or something on this bottom block so pigmen don't just, like, bump into each other. And just, oh, there's more of them now, too. Don't just, like, bump into each other and just go like that, and bye-bye! Sucks to suck. So I gotta add these other 2 layers now, and I think I'm gonna bring my camera account on, which is Kill Threat, which is not on right now, because I don't have it on. And that will be in game mode 3, so that I can record this time lapse. So yeah, I got 2 more layers to build, and then a 4th layer out of, I think I'm just going to use upside down, or, okay, this type of half slab. I don't know if that's upside down or right side up, but it feels like it should be upside down, so that nothing can spawn on top of it like a ghast or anything. And in hindsight, and this hasn't happened yet, a ghast could spawn on this, so I should have done the unspawnable blocks first and then built the farm essentially backwards, like go build it from top to bottom, so that I don't get any big ghost thingies shooting fireballs at me. It's not that it would break the farm, because it... Oh, did you just... Did that thing just... Bye. It's not that the ghast would blow this thing up, because it wouldn't. It's stone and iron. Nothing's going to happen to it because of a ghast. But I don't want to get knocked off the side. I mean, I have those slime blocks, but those aren't everywhere. I mean, I could just go like... Oh boy. Yeah. Then hold spacebar and not shift, as I've done a few times already. Oh, these things look cool in smooth lighting. They're just like gooey stuff. Oh, I gotta get all the way back up there. Alright, time-lapse time. second and third layers are done. I didn't show the third layer in the time lapse because it's exactly the same as the second layer. Like there's absolutely no difference, so that would have been kind of repetitive. Just play the time lapse back again if you want to pretend there's a third layer being built in that. Um, yeah, so I had a couple of gas spawn, like I knew they would. I had like two of them up here. I had none up until this top layer. So maybe there's something special about why. Oops, I hit a 4. Why 251 is where I'm at right now. Maybe there's something special about that where gas can spawn on it. I don't know. I think I'm talking nonsense here. Had two giant magma cubes spawn also on that second layer once I had the third layer in. And so yeah, I guess that's a possibility, but it doesn't really bother me because that really doesn't do anything to the farm. And there's not a lot of pigmen right now, and I think JP and Bobble are both on. So I think one of them is probably in the nether because just a little bit ago there were tons of pigmen here. So of course that is good to see. But yeah, their chat's going off right now. Oh, see, there's some more. Bobble just found another sea temple, which is awesome. That's or ocean monument, not sea temple. Is our third one, I think, third or fourth one, something like that. But now I need to build the little AFK spot, which not entirely sure how I want to do that. And then I've also got to get this non-spawning platform on top, which is going to be, and I don't have any whole blocks on me, so I need to go up into there, there. There. Thank you. So right here is where it needs to be. And I'm just going to go all the way across the whole thing. So this one will take a little bit. It's not too much bigger than the other one, it's just this in there. But then I've also got to add some safety rails. And I'm thinking glass, but iron bars might look as good as well. However, that's a lot of gray. Like I'm going with white and gray because we're in the nether and these are lighter colors, which really pop out in the nether because of the way the coloring is, which I really like. I mean, it makes the farm stand out more, which looks better. But sometimes it can just be too much, especially when it comes to gray. Like it's still gray. It's not like suddenly like super perfect everything color. So yeah, either glass or that. I'm not sure. It depends on how much sand I have. I don't think I have too much. No, maybe I do. I don't know. I might. So it will be one of the two. And then I've got just a little bit more to do. I got to do collection area and then some entrance and stuff. And I'm not sure how much will be done in this episode. I think I'm up around 25-ish minutes right now. So it depends on how long I feel like making this episode. How much I get done, but otherwise by the next episode this will be completed, like everything will be, and hopefully I'll be working on my my rail system in between these episodes so I can get quite a bit done to show, so that will be great. But I'm gonna keep working. Do I have more? Ooh, good. Okay, yeah, I gotta keep working and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got a lot done actually. I was going to do this on camera. This is the redstone for the sorting, but it was a lot of hopper placement, a lot of chest placement, and generally quite boring. So I just decided to do this off camera, as well as making the farm look a bit better, and I'll get to that in a moment. But yeah, this is many, many hoppers, and I need to cover these in solid blocks, or full blocks rather, so that when the rare pigment falls down and lands on here, it doesn't screw up where items are getting stored. And I have seen that happen a few times just because of where stuff is up there. Baby pigmen can fit through certain places and fall. But I have the disposal for gold swords over here, so I do not have them running directly into lava, because sometimes, you know, you want to keep the gold swords, like if they have looting or something. Not that a gold sword's the best, but if I can find a skeleton spawner by my base, I definitely want free looting swords and not having to use my diamond one. This left row right here is gold ingots, and I've already been using the farm for a little bit, so there's some in there. And then from here all the way down to here is gold nuggets, and like I said, I've been using it for a little bit. And then on this side, this whole thing is rotten flesh, and that that is a lot of rotten flesh. And I have a cleric, so obviously that that'll be good, be useful. I've taken a lot from this farm too already. and traded for quite a bit. So up here, and I don't have any blocks on me. I'll try to ender pearl up there. It's just boing, and then let's see how high up. Right here should be a good place to show this. This is item sorting, a little bit different than the one that I had been doing. Hey, did that went through the hopper? That is stupid. No, no. Bug. Definitely bug. Mojang kill confirmed. Okay, let's try this again. This is an item sorting machine. No, ladder. Item sorting machine. Ladder. Item sorting machine. Yay! Made by Impulse SB, and a link to that will be in the description. But this is a little bit different one than the ones that I have been building. This basically just has better overflow protection and uses a little bit more items in here because it uses signal strength 3 to power this repeater, which inverts the torch under this block, powering this block, turning off this I can't get over there. Turning off this hopper down here, not the one that I have the hitbox on, but the one below it that the crosshairs are pointing at. So items will stop flowing and can go into their correct places. Now I need to figure out how to get off. Okay, let's see. There, and good enough. Okay, and now a really, really long ladder that I just put iron behind. Because, you know, I have iron and it looks good. Why have netherrack when you can use iron? And then I've, of course, got... Okay, let's do this backwards. Got the slime blocks down there to stop my fall, and I'm, like, swerving all over the place here. Alright, let's keep going up. And I did this redstone for the XP because I tried running the farm without the XP because I didn't want it, and because it's going to break soon. And got to around over 5,000 XP orbs sitting on the ground after like 2 minutes. I ended up with about 2 FPS, and then the server crashed. Oh, bouncing pigman. That's funny. Hi, guy. Oh, boing. That can happen just because of the way stuff is. You'll see why when I get up there. Boing. Oh, not boing. That would be dead. I have no ender pearls on me. Okay. Yeah, so having 2 FPS, I tried to come down this ladder to collect all the XP, because if I stand right here, anything that doesn't get shot up the XP elevator, I can collect from here, as well as any items that make their way into here, which shouldn't happen too much, but it kind of does, at least a little bit. And anyways, coming up 2 FPS, or coming down rather, and kept sliding diagonally like this, further and further away from the ladder, and then I fell off the ladder, and I could not get back on the ladder because I was lagging so bad, and fell, completely missed the slime blocks, and splat, I died. Server crashed half a second later. Server restarted 5 minutes later, and I logged back in, and I was up at the top of that platform, so I hadn't died, which was great because the server actually officially crashed while I was still up there before I had come down. So that was kind of good because nothing was lost there. But that was when I decided to put this in so that nothing would get that bad again. And now I'm out of ender pearls, so I don't know how I'm even going to get over there. Okay. Well, let's just hop up here. And you can can't really see anything, actually. Okay, let's just break this. Let's see, dust on top. Beep. Alright, okay. So this is a little repeater timer here just to get a nice slow tick. Is that? No, that's right. Okay, I thought that was wrong for a second. And then that inverts this torch, and then when it turns back on, because these are off, that extends. It's got a slime block right there. That pushes any XP that falls here, when there's a hopper right about there. This is the drop shaft for the pigman. Oh, okay. This torch here then also powers this line, and there's a little timing circuit then that powers another piston. Hop up here. You can't really see it in there, but there's another piston pointed upwards that shoots then the XP up this way, and then this thing is linked up to this redstone line here, and that is just another little piston extender. See, it extends like that, and then like that, and then that bottom piston extends, pulls back, and then retracts, and then that puts the XP all the way up by the AFK platform. So if we go up to said AFK platform, you can see better what's going on. Oh, I guess I could have just gotten on that way. Oh well. Yeah, it looks a little different. Looks a lot better, I think. Kind of got that nice industrial feel. Hello, chicken. Oh, not even close. He's got mad dodging skills. Like, look, he just like dodged 2 of those. All right, let's hop in here so you can see what's going on. Pretty self-explanatory with the roof, and this is where they all come out. And drop shaft, I can show you when I get in there. And then the glass panes here, and iron bars you can kind of see in the back. If we go in, I'm going to try not to punch any pigmen that are standing here, and there's none standing there, so that's great. This cactus, when there's like, 30 or 40 pigmen in here, they kind of shove each other into this cactus, and then they shove each other down that hole, and that is where they die. Is that a hop? Okay, that was just a hopper that looked weird. But if we come through here, there is a staircase going to this middle platform from the bottom platform and the upper platform. At first, I had just tried 3 different drop shafts. Don't go to my AF. Okay. I had tried just 3 different drop shafts because I hadn't really seen the reason. Oh yeah, there's this thing too, because they were all kind of getting stuck here. 3 different drop shafts, and then they all just fall down the same hole. That just didn't work because then there were like 10 bunching up on one level, 10 on another level, and then 10 on the bottom level. Oh, that guy took damage like that. So apparently they just want to walk right into it. But it was just decreasing efficiency. So with them all on the same level, out of my way. Out of my way. With all of them on the same level, then they push each other more, and you get more of them through the farm faster, which means more... Jesus Christ. That really scared me. I thought that was a pigman for a second. Alright, well, let's just try to evade this guy for a little bit. Yeah, iron bars in the back, which actually was not a lot because A, iron is cheap, and B, you get 16 per 6 iron, so that really doesn't take much at all. But yeah, being in here feels kind of cool. I can't believe I did this in one episode. I thought that for sure this was going to take longer. I'm going to decorate like the path up to this point in the next episode and add a few extra things. Missing a block there. That'll all be in the next episode. But for the most part, farm's done. It's usable, and I bet you want to see it being used. Alright, so I don't have like one trapped or anything. I had one here and named it, except there's some bug with named pigmen and aggroing other pigmen. It didn't work. So just a bow shot works. And this is really, really strong. Like, oh, look at this. They all right away. And this little guy is going to be like, oh, hello. And yeah, see, he just took damage. So like he like bounces up on there. He takes damage from the iron block. And then he drops. He dead. More come. And here they all are. Whoa, XP. Yeah, already level 81. So this farm obviously works. It's not like I was just level 81 like right away from that little clump of XP there. If you were paying attention, I was already level 81. But being at level 81, I should not be getting XP this fast. So this is, if I'm like level like 2 or 3, I could get level 30 really fast. This is, I think, a little bit faster than the Enderman farm, but it gives gold instead of Ender Pearls. So this is great. This is a lot closer too. This is right in the Nether instead of having to go to the stronghold. These guys, oh, I hit them. Yay, okay. Yeah, so sometimes they will unaggro depending on what random tick they generate to unaggro at. Is unaggro even, it's a word now. So this guy is caught in here. He must have not taken damage from that cactus. He must have been one of the ones on the side here. And then he got shoved down and didn't die from the drop. And so we'll just do that. I think there's a few arrows of mine in there too that have been bouncing around, and they don't despawn if they're moving. So I got to figure out how I'm going to get those out of there. And yep, those guys aren't either. So it can be a little weird with how they aggro, but really it's not that much of a problem. I just sat here for like 20 minutes a little bit ago and had no issues with it. So yeah, huge mass here. I think Okay, let's hit these guys. Oh, hello. Hey. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, look at this. Oh, and I'm the only one online too, which really helps with the mob cap in the nether and the spawn rates. Bobble was in the nether a little bit ago, and the spawn rates weren't horrible, but they definitely were not like this. Let's hit that guy way in back there. Woohoo! So, just a little shout out to any other server members. If you're using a bow, make sure you do not kill the pigman that you are targeting, because instant kill does not piss off any other pigman. So let's just collect a little bit more XP here. Stop making these guys mad. These guys are coming in, and then when we do that, you can go down to that little corner. Here comes another little guy. These guys are so funny to buy. So funny to watch. Oh, I love this farm. This is great. This is really great. And more keep coming. All right. Oh, there's a baby zombie, baby iron sword, and baby death. All right. Wow, there's still a lot of these guys in here. Let's see if I can... Oh, no, I can't. That's a block and a half. So all these are not spawnable blocks. I can feel my frame rate going down just a little bit, so I'm going to head back down to that platform. You know, I'm just going to let that XP go. Whee! And then stand in this corner. And then you can watch my XP bar as it goes up. And that's all the extra XP that was caught in here. There's still tons. And, okay, nothing special sword from that. Is that all the XP? No, it is not. Alright, still coming. Done. 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 And fall off and hold spacebar and hope I land on the thing. You mad? You mad? Yep, you mad. Yep, you did. Just like your friends. Alright. So all this here is from the little baby zombies that fall off the side. Ooh, gold ingot. All the baby zombies that fall off the side, and if they land on one of these hoppers, yeah, like I said, it can kind of screw up sorting. But I'm not too worried about it because I will be getting blocks on top of it soon. I gotta do that. I really wanted to record this thing. This is just awesome. And I can just toss a bunch of the extra stuff in there. Swords here. Oh, that's a looting. Yeah, I don't need it. I've got a stash back at my base now with like 15 looting swords, so not worried about it. So if I find that skeleton spawner, looting no problem. So I'll just chuck that in there, and rotten flesh we'll toss in there. I've got a ton of rotten flesh already back in my base that I've collected, so I'm not going to bother bringing this. Let's just do that. And then all this is cleaned up as well, which is great. So yeah, farm almost completely done. I'm going to add like an enchanting table, ender chest, you know, stuff like that in between episodes, and then decorate this way on the next episode. Well, if I can just finish up crafting this here. 1, 2. Oh, this is gonna be. Oh, this is perfect. And then last one, there we go. So from that time of AFKing, there was about 23, I think, already in there. So 2 stacks of gold ingots, which is great. And then if we come down here, this room will probably just be a hallway. I don't know. I don't think I'll. Well, maybe I'll decorate it. Not entirely sure yet. And then this long staircase here will be decorated. I'm gonna make it probably 1 wider so that it lines up perfectly with the ladder. And then this just comes out right here next to Bobbles, so I'll just put the little entrance right here because I think eventually he'll probably be decorating his tunnel, and then I'll worry about connecting it up here. This goes off to Corpse Castle. I'm sure eventually someone will decorate that because I know a couple people are building off there. And then until that happens, it'll just kind of be a little open there. And this is what I'm going to kind of go for in that staircase going up with the red sandstone stairs. And then the walls will match the rest of the farm with the stone slabs and the, leg, and the iron blocks. So that is about it. I don't think anything else has really happened except I've done a little bit more digging over here. I'm out of ender pearls. There's a spider. Let's go over here because I want to get work on that next. The next episode, that is. But to show, yeah, I don't like the lag around here. This is, let me turn down my render distance. I'm sorry. This is, I'm fine everywhere else, and then it's like here. And this has been confirmed that my base is just laggy. Like people who lag, look at that. No, me no likey. People that don't lag anywhere else on the server come here and then they can see the drops. Like this is not just me. This, I mean, it's not the best for me anywhere, but it definitely is better than this. That whole time in the Nether, I was completely fine. Had two Minecrafts open to do that time lapse. Nice shot. And no problems with that. So, I don't know what it is. I'm almost certain it's water, and I'm hoping they fix it. Oh well. Let's look at this. This just goes in drops now. So I finished off this. That'll be like blue glass or something down there over the water. And then there'll be a glass tunnel around it or a glass tube. There'll be a glass wall here. I'll decorate the rest of this tunnel. And then this comes down like this, drops underground. This tunnel, of course, will be decorated. Everything will be decorated, going all the way back to spawn. And then this area here gets wider because this block right here, you can see the redstone block right there to power the rail, is where Panda's rail starts, and this is where they will merge. So that'll go all the way back, and hoping I can get everything done in the next episode. I don't think I can get this done, but I can at least start building in here. Anyways, until then, this has been Mott, and I'm out.